Nadia here with another review, this time for the upcoming Disney animated movie Wish. The charming musical is full of inspiration and wonder, with fantastic original music numbers, a stellar cast, and stunning artwork. The film was inspired by Disney's centennial, celebrating 100 years, which ties together a major theme across most Disney films of wishes becoming reality. The Animation Studios Wish is an all-new musical comedy welcoming audiences to the magical kingdom of Rosas, where Asha, a sharp-witted idealist, makes a wish so powerful that it is answered by a cosmic force, a little ball of boundless energy called Star. Together, Asha and Star confront their most formidable foe, the ruler of Rosas, King Magnifico, to save her community and prove that when the will of one courageous human connects with the magic of the stars, wondrous things can happen. In theaters November 22nd. One thing that really stood out was the art style. It was gorgeous. It combines computer animation with the look of Disney's historical watercolor. The film stars the voices of Ariana DeBose, Chris Pine, Alan Tudykas, Angelique Cabral, Victor Garber, Natasha Rothwell, Evan Peters, Harvey Gilliam, Rami Youssef, and John Rudensky. So the story focuses on a 17-year-old girl named Aisha, who's played by DeBose, who makes a passionate plea to the stars in a moment of need when she senses a darkness in the kingdom of Rosas that no one else does. So the film has a gorgeous blend of watercolor with like 3D animation. So it's kind of like 3D characters and 2D backgrounds. It pairs beautifully. It's like seamless with the magical original musical numbers. The movie features an original story and original characters with 7 all-new songs, penned by Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter Julia Michaels and Grammy-winning producer, songwriter, musician, producer Benjamin Rice. But perhaps the film's biggest nod to Disney legacy is the title itself, Wish, which I mentioned, it's 100 years celebrating Disney, so that's one of the premises that was really throughout the movie. You'll see like beautiful animation reflecting back to like the 1930s Snow White, Pinocchio, Sleeping Beauty. The visual watercolor, it's like a storybook style, and it's really beautiful. It pairs beautifully with like the 3D characters, and it just really stands out to kind of what like inspired Walt Disney himself, the artists, the illustrators, and the style, celebrating like all these things from Disney. The score was incredible with so many standout musical numbers. The soundtrack to the Disney Animation Studio film Wish is actually available exclusively on a clear glitter vinyl, which is really cute. I think kids are going to love this. The music was outstanding. It features the voice talent of Ariana DeBose, Chris Pine, Moore, and the music is great. There's a lot of original songs, like I mentioned, from Julia Michaels and Benjamin Rice. But for me, I think what was lacking the most in the movie was the story itself. It felt pretty safe, kind of gimmicky. It's kind of a pretty silly premise. I think kids will absolutely love it. Like I mentioned, the cast was phenomenal. Ariana DeBose is magnificent. She brings like an energetic and magnetic presence to Aisha. Aisha is basically like a young girl who senses this darkness from the king, and it leads to her making a wish to one of the stars, and soon an actual star from the sky named Star answers her wish, and it's revealed that the star has magical powers, and they kind of work together to overcome the evil risings of the king and hope for like a better future for the people. So the story's, like I mentioned, it's like a little silly. She mentioned that when you turn 18, you get to give your wish in a ceremony, and the king says he will keep them safe with every wish that he acquires, and once a month he'll grant someone their greatest desire. But Aisha, who kind of stumbles upon finding out like his secrets, he won't really let anyone ever overbear him, like overcome his powers. So she decides that she wants to take back. And without giving too much away, this is when she makes the wish. She made Star, which is a really cute little plushy character. I think they're gonna sell like crazy for like beanie babies and pillows. Like I mentioned, Ariana DeBose is phenomenal. She brings like a beautiful, like energetic and enthusiastic presence to this little girl, and she she has a lot of friends in the community, and she's very passionate about like where she's from, and it's where she grew up. So it's a place of dreams where anything can happen. And the fantastic island, it's located off the Iberian Peninsula, and it's like a tiny community led by King Magnifico, who's Chris Pine, and people come from all over the world to give their wishes to this wonderful king who promises to keep their dreams safe, and he promises them that they don't have to worry about anything and that he'll grant their wishes someday. But once someone shares their wish with Magnifico, they actually forget about it. So he believes that trying to pursue your dreams is a lot of work. So he says, instead, you can just pass them to me and I'll take that worry away. So Chris Pine made for a great villain as King Magnifico. He's married to Queen Amaya, and he's the king of Rosas, and he's the sole keeper of the hundreds of wishes that are entrusted to him by people from all over the world. And his motivations are definitely not honorable. He thinks people's wishes are just ideas, and he holds them inside like these wish bubbles. And he has hundreds of them, and they'll basically remain there forever because he controls the kingdom by giving people like a false hope. And definitely he's the only one that enjoys his role because he relishes in having all this control against everyone, and only he alone can decide whose wish will be granted. So of course, Asha will discover that any wish that's too big or threatening to Magnifico, he won't grant it. And that's kind of why she wishes upon the star, and she gets to have like a magical moment. But what I do like is that the star doesn't just grant wishes like the king does. Instead, they kind of have to like work together, and Star is more of like a ball of energy, and he embodies hope and light and like creativity, and he represents like imagination. And this working together with Aisha, they kind of form like a team, and this represents like possibilities and inspires her to do things differently and try to stop the king. So yeah, it's really about like possibility and imagination. I think Star was such a lovable character. I think the goat. I think that was I think the goat was I think the goat tried way too hard to be Donkey from Shrek. He didn't really feel original to me. He just felt like he was trying to be like the comedic presence, and some of the jokes never really landed. I think the critters are a major part of the movie. Like kind of had like a Snow White moment where they're all singing in the forest, and they have a song "I'm a Star" where several of the original numbers written by Julian Benjamin are like a major scene with all the animals and the critters, which is really cute, like a cute magical moment. Definitely, like I said, reminiscent of Snow White and many other like Disney movies. So there's like a lot of charm there. So, like I said, it's really like about imagination, possibilities. The score is amazing. The soundtrack, I think kids will absolutely love it. They're gonna love all the songs. The animation is absolutely gorgeous and stunning, and that's really, I think, what stood out to me the most. And I think kids are really gonna love this movie. It's in theaters November 22nd. I definitely say go check it out and have a good time.